Good morning, students. We are discussing lesson 2 of political science, class 10th, federalism. And I am Anita Sehgal explaining this lesson. We have discussed that in federalism, government is found at more than one level, and sources of revenue of each level of government is clearly specified in the entire financial autonomy. In the unitary government, government cannot undermine central government, but in federal government, central government cannot give order to state government. Then we discussed that in coming together federalism is found in USA, Switzerland and Australia, and holding together federalism is found in India, Spain and Belgium. Now India is a federal country because we have three lists: union list, state list and concurrent list. Then we have residuary powers and we have government at more than one level. So in these ways we can say that India is a federal country. We have a rigid constitution, it cannot be changed very easily, and states and center have independent powers. Now we have some union territories also, they have little power and central government rules them. And now, how federalism is practiced in India, we have made states on the basis of language after 1947. Then we have made language policy also to make our federalism strong. We have made Hindi and English both as our official language. Then we will discuss about center-state relations in India. For a long time, the same party ruled both at center and in most of the state. In India, that is Congress Party. The state governments did not exercise their rights as autonomous federal units. When the ruling party at the state level was different than the parties that ruled at the central level, then it undermined the powers of the states. In those days, the central government would often misuse the constitution to dismiss the state governments, and that were controlled by the rival parties. It is against federalism. So, when there is government at the central level and state level is different, then central government cannot dismiss the state governments. After 1990, with the rise of regional parties, coalition governments at the center, this led to the power sharing, respect for the autonomy of the state governments. The Supreme Court too made it difficult for the center to dismiss the state governments in an arbitrary manner. Supreme Court also don't allow the central government to dismiss state governments. Thus, center-state relations made Indian federalism strong. Now we will discuss the glossary which came in this lesson. Jurisdiction. It is the area over which someone has legal authority. The area may be defined in terms of geographical boundaries. Next is coalition government. A government formed by coming together of at least two political parties, usually partners in a coalition, form a political alliance and adopt a common program. We have two alliances, NDA and UPA, mainly in India. Now we will discuss about decentralization in India. Federal power sharing in India needs another tier of government below that of states governments. This is the rationale for decentralization of power, thus resulted in the third tier of government, that is called local government. When power is taken away from the central and state government and given to the local government, it is called decentralization. The basic idea behind decentralization is that there are a large number of problems and issues which are best settled at the local level. And question here can be define decentralization. Thank you.